Yeah, this character's name is Devora. She's like kind of like a half insect, half human being, and she's got these great stingers that she uses in combat. So much fun to play. You know, just all this crazy over-the-top characters mixing it up. Yeah, Devora right there. You know, and Scorpion's over there. What's really cool about the game is we've added this new thing called character variations, which is basically every character in the game has 3 versions in the game, 3 versions of that character. Scorpion, you can see here, ninjutsu here, he fights with the swords in combat. That's exclusive to that version, whereas Hellfire Scorpion has like the, you know, fireballs. He can set himself on fire. Again, exclusive to that version. So as we have 3 different versions, the Inferno Scorpion summons this demon from all over the place. And it really adds, you know, to all the layering of the games, the variables. So we're really excited about that. Devora is the same thing. I guess they get, you know, just so these introduction of these 4 new characters is really exciting.
Awesome. Tons of new characters. I mean, I saw some crazy name, Cassie Cage. Any relation?
Yes, Cassie Cage is Johnny Cage and Sonya Blade's daughter. So, yeah.
You heard it here first. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, and so so she's cool. She has a combination of Johnny Cage's moves and Sonya's moves, so it's a really a lot of fun to see her play.
That's awesome. Now, you guys have been so well known over the many, many years that Mortal Kombat's been out there, and I've been a huge fan since the very first one. Having this sort of soap opera storyline, where does this all fit into sort of the mythos and the timeline?
Well, it's actually, the story takes place over the span of you know, right after the MK9 ended, and then it goes as far as 25 years into the future.
Wow.
So, you know, you're gonna see some aged MK characters. You're going to see, you know, some next generation stuff, and so it's really we're really taking a dramatic approach with the story of the game.
Nice. Now we got some gameplay going right now, looking great on PS4. I mean, these backgrounds are incredibly dynamic. And one thing I think we'll be seeing it soon enough here, I think, is the backgrounds. There's a little bit of interactivity now that we saw last night at the PlayStation press conference.
Yeah, there's like, you know, there's a number of places that you can actually leverage yourself. Watch Scorpion, he can actually run up the wall, and the characters can kind of use that to position themselves. A lot of what a fighting game is, where am I with relation to the other character, and so this really lets you get to where you want to be a lot quicker. There's just kind of a lot more tools for the player to use. It's really really makes the fighting a lot more movement in the fighting.
Very nice. And where is this location now? What are we seeing here in the background?
This one's called the Cove, which we unfortunately misspelled. We spelled it with a C. But it has a number of you know, these kind of interactive things. But we're excited. You know, you see the sea coming. It actually, when it hits the you know, the bridge there, every once in a while a body will be lifted up. You can grab that body and throw it at your opponent. So there's a lot of really cool surprises that are happening in this.
Great. Now, I'm sure I'm not the only one who's a huge fan of the last Mortal Kombat that came out on PS3. From a gameplay perspective, I'm still seeing some familiar. Looks like there's the energy meters back.
Yeah.
How have you iterated that at all, or is it?
Yeah, we've refined it. You know, that's one of the things I think that worked out really well with MK9 or 2011 Mortal Kombat is this meter. You know, you can do so many things with it. You can enhance your special moves. You can do those breakers, break out of a combo, and then of course you can do the kind of crazy X-ray moves, which are, you know, kind of become kind of synonymous with Mortal Kombat. You see one right here.
Oh. Now, I say this in the nicest possible way. I'm having a very hard time looking at you because I have a monitor in front of me here.
Yeah.
And I'm like talking to the monitor.
Yeah,
it's hard to take your eyes off this game. That's been a hallmark of this series. You always just want to stare at it because it's so unique. It's so visually stimulating. But when it comes to the combat here, we're seeing I think a more fluid sort of approach.
Yeah. The action and the flow just really moves a lot. Some of it is, you know, like we're always making advancements with animation, but again, you know, when you have all these places in the arena that you can kind of run up and move, you know, just like an ebb and flow type of thing that happens more. So it's really, it makes for a lot more fun matches to watch and whatnot.
Now, and if my eyes don't deceive me, I think this may be native 1080p, 60 frames a second. Is that?
Pardon me?
Is this 1080p?
Oh yeah, it's full 1080p, 60 frames a second. Yeah,
awesome.
We're really excited about that. We always want to keep the game running at high frame rate for responsiveness.
Of course, yeah. So obviously you guys are still early. Hold on.
If you're gonna get it.
Oh, what do we got here? Oh. I see the gore technology has already come a long way.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And the ending's great too.
And the dollop of cream on top of an awesome fatality. Wow, this is something else. I don't even know where to begin. There's so much to talk about. What was your guiding principle, though, coming into this game? I mean, you said you didn't want to just kind of reskin the original Mortal Kombat, but there's definitely a lot of new characters, too. Are we still going to see some of these older characters that we know and love?
Yeah, we're certainly going to see, familiar characters. We're going to see, like Cassie is a descendant of a familiar character. So there's going to be some familiarity, but also a newness involved there. And then we also just want to add new elements, gameplay-wise with the character variations and the environment use, but then also just character-wise. We just really want people to say, who's the big Hulk with the little lady on his shoulders? We just really want to introduce as much new elements to not to just kind of rest back on the old game.
So that's a perfect segue. Who is this hulking figure with this rider on his shoulders?
The name of the character is called Farah. Farah is the little lady on the top. Tor is the big beast, and he actually uses her in a number of ways. He can throw her like a projectile. They work in tandem with each other, so you can make some really cool combos that involve each other. And she's kind of like the brains of it, so she's giving them commands. There's a certain some variations she's just running on the ground. Other ones she's on top of his shoulders. And there's another one where she stabs him and kind of makes him start bleeding, which enrages him, and then he does a lot more damage. It's a great kind of risk-reward type of thing.
That's awesome. So I don't want to spoil anything. I know you guys have just revealed this game. Obviously, there was a killer trailer for the game that came out just a week or two ago. Who's next, right?
Yeah.
Then we just saw first gameplay last night, the PlayStation E3 press conference. We're seeing new live gameplay right now. Have you guys revealed, or is there any information you can provide as to who the big bad is here for Mortal Kombat X?
Who the big bad?
The big bad is.
We know who it is, but we're not at the point to be able to reveal it. It's going to be a fun surprise returning character.
Okay.
But so people won't. Not a lot of people will see it coming, but there's a lot of surprises in store.
I see a twinkle in your eye as you say that, so say no more. We want to keep your secrets close to your chest here. But so can you tell us about the background that we're seeing here? Is this
this background is called Outworld Marketplace. It's another good example of like the uses that you can have of it. Oh, I'm going to see an x-ray here real quick.
Ooh.
It's got this tarp on the right side there that you can, if you can jump up and launch yourself out off of, to get over to the other side there. There's this big tiger in the middle that you can jump off of, to kind of position yourself a long jump. Right there, you see it there. And then there's this, I think she's already been thrown. There's this old lady that we call Blanche that you can grab and throw at your opponent there, and she doesn't survive the throw. So, but yeah, this is one of our brand new environments here. And again, there's a number of interactive things that you can do.
I've got to say, Sub-Zero looking very dynamic here in Mortal Kombat X. He's summoning swords and hammers and throwing ice clones. At people.
Yeah, he's cool. This version of him actually has he actually freezes the guy's entrails here and then jams it.
Nasty. I mean, I know you guys sit around and, dream up different fatalities.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to say, were they all-nighter sessions on Mortal Kombat X? Because these are the most creative I've seen yet.
Yeah, we have these fun meetings that are here's a good fatality. Fatality, somebody says, I want to grab somebody's spine and break it, lift them up in the air and split them in half. So it's
nice little nod to Mortal Kombat 3's fatality.
Yeah, exactly.
Very nice.
So we have these meetings and everybody comes up with ideas, and the ones that people say there's no way we can do it, those are the first ones we start working on. So.
Okay, I think we're just about out of time. Ed Boon, so happy you could join us here. Mortal Kombat X looking phenomenal. Up next, we're going to check out the trailer. Stay tuned. We're going to have Batman Arkham Knight. Don't miss it.
I will relieve you of your burden.
You offend this wanderer.
What Ladybug do about it?
Exterminate.
Fight. Finish him.